What's up, everybody? Every day I go home or whenever I get the chance, I check out Dr. Claude Anderson. I really think people should get to know this guy. Because I really think like religion is bullshit, and I think like most black people, black pastors, black imams, black, like they all full of shit, and they're not there to help the people. They did, like I was talking, like I was on Facebook the other day, and this girl was telling me her pastor's different. He's not like all the other pastors. And people think like a pastor's good because he might give out free turkeys or some shit. But that's bullshit. That's like giving a man fish, but you're not teaching him how to fish. So he gonna always be begging. He gonna be begging the next day. So he always gonna be begging for crumbs and shit. So, but the thing is, like, the reason I like Claude Anderson is because he's not religious, and he's talking about laws and facts and about how shit came into play, and about racism. Because the word racism means that the prevailing conditions shall always remain. So when you see a white person that's racist, he likes the condition. He doesn't want to see black people get ahead. He doesn't want to see black people make any progress in America. And, like, people always try to make it seem like black people are making, like Claude Anderson was saying, like they're talking about how black businesses are growing. But most of these black businesses don't have but 2 or 3 employees. You get what I'm saying? So he's talking about like I was saying, like when you look around, when you look at America and you look at the skyscrapers and you're coming across the Brooklyn Bridge, and you see all these big, tall skyscrapers and shit, you got to realize that black people don't own none of that shit. Black people don't own anything of substance in America. Nothing. What we have is income. If you find some that are doing well, they're rich or they're not wealthy. They have income. Like even Chris Rock even made a joke about it. He's rich, but he's not wealthy. Oprah Winfrey is rich, but who's that guy from Apple? Steve Jobs? I forgot the guy's name, but he's wealthy. Who is this other guy? Name some wealthy white guys. Warren Buffett. Now, Oprah Winfrey is rich, but Warren Buffett is wealthy. That's the difference. There's a difference between rich and being wealthy and having income. I make decent money selling my books, but that's the income. I'm not wealthy. He said, like he was made a joke about it. He said, you ask the average black person that claim they rich, they can't give it to you. They got to go out there and wait till they pay certain bills and shit. Even like these NBA players and athletes and shit, they rich, they're not wealthy. There's a difference. But like I was saying, it's like when you come across the Brooklyn Bridge and shit like that, when you see all these big ass skyscrapers and shit like that, black people don't own that shit. All that shit, even like when you go home and change your channel from 1 to 1,000, you're going to see 1,000 white people up there, and you might see 4 or 5 channels with some black people up there. But then most of the channels are white people. That's racism. Black people don't run shit in here. Black people be making some money, but they're not issuing fishing license. They're not issuing driver's license. They're not issuing gun licenses. Black people don't run shit in America. And like I said on Facebook, the same shit black preachers was preaching 300 years ago, they're preaching the same exact shit today. God is going to come. God going to do this. God is going to do that for you. And there's proof that they're preaching the same shit because they're preaching from the same Bible that's 300 and 400 years old, when they were allowed to read and shit like that. If I'm making my point. And like I said, if they teaching anything different from the Bible, then that means it was tampered with. And you can't call it holy because the word holy means pure and untampered with. I said it's like a glass of water. The minute you got a clean glass of water, but the second you add an eyedrop of anything to it, then it's not pure anymore. So the preachers are preaching the same exact shit they was preaching 300 or 400 years ago. And it's all bullshit. Real simple.